Long COVID is caused by an infection by one virus, SARS-CoV-2. Can you please explain why yourself and other scientific colleagues believe that this disease will be separated into two or three more separate entities that may have different disease-causing paths?
Well, I mean, I think the jury's out at the moment about mechanism, and there have been so many really good studies already about different possible mechanisms that are only kind of partially overlapping. So, if I talk about the severe hospitalized first wave people, there have been a lot of great studies on those. One that in the UK called FOSP COVID for post-hospitalized COVID, that we were kind of peripherally involved with, where they scooped up and recruited all of the first waivers hospitalized in the UK and just tracked them for the first year to see how they got on and what became of them, and did tons of clinical and laboratory measurements on them. One of the things we know is that just the obvious, yeah, that this is a virus that gets into any cell in your body that has the right receptor on it, the ACE2 receptor. And they're in many parts of your body, not just in your nose and in your lungs, but in your heart, your kidneys, your gut, you name it. So the virus can get into many parts of your body and cause damage of the kind that could be seen on MRI. So just straight old-fashioned organ damage. And every study that's looked for that has, to a greater or less extent, found it, particularly in severe hospitalized cases. So you could have one answer that says, well, perhaps that's that's a mechanism for some of it. This is simply organ damage, but some people don't have organ damage on MRI. Some people have clotting abnormalities and a kind of hypercoagulation clotting state, which is probably why having COVID is associated with things like increased risk of strokes. Yeah. So there's a whole other group like that. Then there's a whole other group that have new allergic responses, where you invoke an immunological answer. So you can see what I'm getting at, that all of these kind of
Mm.
symptom groups and symptom clusters and things have led to mechanistic studies that have invoked different, not mutually exclusive, but different pathways.
Mm.